What if I told you that remembering everything you study isn't about having a good memory? It's about using the right method. The secret isn't magic, it's strategy. And Japanese students have been perfecting it for generations. Welcome to Seeds of Tomorrow. If you're ready to learn how to remember more, stress less, and study with purpose, you're in exactly the right place. Let's dive in. 1. Active recall. Train your brain to retrieve, not just receive. Most people think studying means reading notes over and over, highlighting key sentences, or watching the same video lesson again. The problem? Your brain gets comfortable. It recognizes the information but doesn't truly remember it. Recognition is like seeing a familiar face in a crowd. You know you've seen them before, but you can't recall their name. Active recall flips this around. Instead of feeding your brain the answer, you ask your brain to go find it. You close the book, look away from the screen, and try to pull the information out from memory without help. Why it works? It's brain exercise. Every time you struggle to remember, you're strengthening the neural pathways that store that information. It signals importance. Your brain thinks, if I have to work this hard to remember it, it must be important. Better store it securely. It builds long-term memory. Passive review fades quickly. The forgetting curve. But active recall slows that fade dramatically. It reveals gaps. You instantly see what you don't know so you can focus your next study session where it matters most. How Japanese students use it. Japanese students preparing for kanji exams, for example, don't just stare at the characters. They cover them up and try to write them from memory. They might look at a word once, then close the notebook and write it without looking. Use flashcards but pause before flipping to see the answer. Recite answers out loud as if teaching someone else. This constant pulling of information forces the brain to store it more deeply. How you can apply it. 1. Study in short bursts. Read or watch a lesson for 10 to 15 minutes. 2. Close your materials. No peeking. 3. Write or say everything you remember. Don't worry if it's messy or incomplete. 4. Check your notes. Fill in what you missed. 5. Repeat the process. Each round will feel easier, and that's proof your memory is strengthening. 2. The Kumon Method. Mastery through micro steps. The Kumon Method was born in Japan in the 1950s when a father, Toru Kumon, wanted to help his young son excel in math without stress or pressure. He realized that if his son could master high school level math early, he would have more time later to explore other passions. So Toru created a series of simple daily worksheets, starting from a level his son could do easily and gradually increased the difficulty. This became the foundation of the Kumon philosophy. Start from success. Begin at a level where the learner can achieve 100% accuracy with ease. Advance in tiny steps. Increase difficulty so gradually that the learner barely notices the challenge rising. Daily practice. Short, consistent sessions every day instead of long, exhausting study marathons. Self-learning. Encourage the student to figure things out independently, building confidence and problem-solving skills. Mastery before moving on. Only progress when the current skill feels effortless. Why it works. Removes overwhelm. The brain isn't overloaded with too much new information at once. Builds confidence. Early success creates a positive emotional link to learning. Strengthens memory. Daily repetition reinforces neural pathways. Encourages independence. Students learn to trust their own thinking process. Prevents learning gaps. Mastery ensures a solid foundation before advancing. How Japanese students apply it. In Japan, Kumon is used for subjects like math, reading, and language learning. A child might spend 15 minutes a day on worksheets that are just slightly harder than yesterday's. Repeat the same type of problem until it feels automatic. Move forward only when they can complete the work quickly and accurately without help. How you can apply it. 1. Find your starting point. Choose material you can do easily and confidently. 2. Break it down. Divide big topics into micro lessons. 3. Practice daily. Even 10 to 15 minutes is enough if it's consistent. 4. Track progress. Use a simple chart or journal to see improvement over time. 5. Don't rush. Wait until today's step feels effortless before moving on. 3. Spaced repetition. Watering the memory garden. If active recall is the muscle training of memory, spaced repetition is the nutrition and rest that makes that muscle grow strong. It's a method where you review information at increasing intervals, just before you're about to forget it, so your brain is reminded, this is important, keep it. Why it works. Our brains are wired to forget. Psychologist Hermann Ebbinghaus discovered the forgetting curve, a steep drop in memory retention after learning something new. Without review, most of what we learn fades within days. Spaced repetition interrupts that curve. By revisiting material at the right moments, you strengthen the neural connections each time, making the memory last longer and longer. Think of it like watering a plant. Water too often and you waste time. Water too rarely and the plant wilts. Water at the right intervals and it thrives. How Japanese students apply it. Japanese students preparing for kanji exams or language tests often review new material the same day they learn it. Review again the next day. Review again after 3 days, then a week, then a month. Keep cycling back to older material while adding new content. They often use SRS, spaced repetition systems like Anki, Memrise, or physical flashcards with review dates written on them. These tools automatically schedule reviews based on how well you remember each item. How you can apply it. 1. Learn something new. A vocabulary word, a formula, a fact. 2. Review it the same day to reinforce the initial memory. 3. Review again tomorrow to strengthen the connection. 4. Review after 3 days, 1 week, 1 month to lock it in long term. 5. Adjust based on difficulty. If you forget it, shorten the interval. If it's easy, lengthen it. 4. Kaizen, continuous, gentle improvement. The word Kaizen comes from 2 Japanese characters, Kai, change, and Zen, wisdom or good. Together, they mean change for the better or continuous improvement. While Kaizen is famous in Japanese business and manufacturing, it's also a powerful approach to learning and memory, especially for students. The core idea is simple. Small, consistent steps lead to big, lasting results. Instead of trying to make huge leaps in skill or knowledge overnight, you focus on tiny, manageable improvements every single day. Over time, these small gains compound into mastery. Why it works. Removes overwhelm. Big goals can trigger procrastination because they feel intimidating. Kaizen breaks them into steps so small they feel easy to start. Builds habits naturally. Repetition at a comfortable pace turns study into a routine, not a chore. Boosts motivation. Small wins create a sense of progress, which fuels the desire to keep going. Reduces resistance. When the step is tiny enough, your brain doesn't fight it. It just does it. How Japanese students apply it. Some Japanese students use what's called the minute rule. If they're avoiding a subject, they commit to just 1 minute a day at the same time. Once that minute feels natural, they increase it to 2 minutes, then 5, then 10. By the time they've built the habit, the resistance is gone, and study time feels automatic. Others apply Kaizen to note-taking. Instead of rewriting all their notes at once, they improve them a little each day, adding examples, clarifying points, or reorganizing for clarity. How you can apply it. 1. Pick one skill or subject you want to improve. 2. Start ridiculously small, so small you can't say no, e.g., read 1 paragraph, review 1 flashcard. 3. Do it daily at the same time to anchor the habit. 4. Increase slowly, only when the current step feels effortless. 5. Track your wins. Use a calendar, journal, or stickers to see your streak grow. 5. Su, the art of deep focus. In Japan, there's a concept called Su, a state of deep, harmonious concentration where you become one with the task in front of you. It's not about forcing yourself to focus. It's about slipping into focus naturally through ritual and environment. Think of it like a mental doorway. Every time you perform certain small, repeated actions, your brain recognizes the signal. It's time to learn. Over time, these cues become so powerful that simply starting the ritual puts you in the zone. Why it works. Creates a mental trigger. Your brain associates certain sights, sounds, and smells with study time. Reduces decision fatigue. You don't waste energy deciding how or where to start. You just begin. Builds emotional safety. Familiar rituals calm the nervous system, making it easier to focus. Helps enter flow faster. The mind stops resisting and starts engaging. How Japanese students apply it. Many Japanese students have a consistent study setup, the same desk or table, kept tidy and uncluttered, the same pen or pencil, sharpened and ready. A small pre-study ritual, like lighting a candle, stretching, or taking a deep breath, the same background music or ambient sound, often instrumental or nature sounds. These cues tell the brain, we've been here before. We know what to do, how you can apply it. 1. Choose your study space. Keep it consistent and distraction-free. 2. Pick your sensory anchors, a specific pen, a playlist, a scent, or a warm drink. 3. Create a short ritual, 1 to 2 minutes of the same action before every session, e.g., clear your desk, light a candle, breathe deeply. 4. Protect the space. No unrelated activities in your study spot. Keep it sacred for learning. 5. Repeat daily. The more consistent you are, the stronger the mental trigger becomes. Now that we've fully expanded all 5 techniques, active recall, Kumon Method, spaced repetition, Kaizen, and Su, you have the complete Japanese learning framework in rich detail. Closing thought. You don't need to be Japanese to learn like one. You just need structure, rhythm, and rituals that work with your brain, not against it. Memory isn't about pressure, it's about presence. And when you study with intention, you don't just remember facts, you remember your own power to grow. If this guide inspired you, follow Seeds of Tomorrow for more soulful learning strategies, emotional tools, and practical wisdom for growing minds. Subscribe so we can keep learning smarter, deeper, and with more heart together. See you in the next video.